Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. I'm so excited to talk about this. I will be leaving all credits and references down below in my link description. I also want to give credit to my sister who also helped me write the script and come up with these concepts, analysis, and narratives as well. I will link her down below as well. She's very talented. She's a ITZY Leah enthusiast, bias, everything under the sun, and I'm so grateful that she was able to give me an idea of how to structure this video. But today we are going to be talking about how JYP failed ITZY. I want you guys to take this with a grain of salt. This is no by near hate video. I don't know why people thought my last one was a hate video. It's just criticism. It's just an analysis. It's not that deep. Don't be too hectic. Don't be extra. Thank you. From global 4th gen icons to now being deemed as a K-pop girl group which has painfully fallen off the throne and/or wagon. ITZY, amongst other K-pop groups under JYP Entertainment, seem to have followed the same narrative. They start off with a debut full of exponential potential and hype that the gods above are aware of them, only for them to reach a level where they are not so pivotal anymore. So what exactly happened to this group? They were the definition of a hyper-pop girl group, embodying concepts of self-love, energy, badass aura, in which their fans felt a sudden gush of delightment infused with confidence. So why was this group set as an example for when K-pop groups or celebrities or icons start to lose their spark? And there's only one answer for that, people. I blame JYP. I do. So I'm not one who is prone to putting all their eggs in one basket, but we cannot deny the issue of poor decision making, lack of marketing, appeals for new concepts, or simply new music which flaunts, expresses, and navigates ITZY to their fullest potential. Synopsis. ITZY is a K-pop girl group created and crafted by JYP Entertainment. They were essentially be a premise of an edgy, unruly, and protagonistic girl group which go beyond the apparent stereotype of a cutesy girl group concept which is prone and prominent at the time. Think of your more censored version of Little Mix and/or the Spice Girls. ITZY debuted about 5 years ago with their debut song Dalla Dalla, which performed majorly well. ITZY was new, raw, and different from girl groups at the time as they captured an intensely new sound, making it stand out amongst the 4th gen groups at the time. Not to mention their insane dancing that was portrayed in their songs. It was hard, precise, and there was a lot of precision within their dancing. It was very nice. I liked it. ITZY members included Rijin, who fit the girl crush tomboy aesthetic. She features as the center of the group, incorporating a raspy mellow-tone bass sound, aiding as the foundation of the group. Yeji is seen as the visual with cat-like features, and known for her all-rounder talent, excelling in singing, rapping, and dancing. Yuna fits the visual mold of Korea's beauty standards, offering a poised yet confident appeal. Leah is seen as the mogul of elegance, with her poise presence appealing to the cutesy and soft visuals and personality. She is praised for her poetic and higher-pitched musicality. Chaeryeong is known as the dance machine of ITZY. With her precision and going against the mold of beauty standards, she was already known for her charisma and talent when she was a part of the competition show 16, which interestingly enough was looking for members of JYP's project at the time, Twice, which is an infamous girl group which I'm quite fond of. Following the success of their debut, ITZY would go on to release an array of captivating music, performing at the Mama Awards of 2019. Their consistent engagement with fans and their ability to release music like Wannabe of 2020, Mafia in the Morning, and their debut album Crazy in Love of 2021. These projects were palatable for a few fans at the time, however not everyone was intrigued by this group. Issues. Despite their ability to appeal with their girl power music, ITZY was faced with criticism for their saturation and abuse of this concept. This was attributed to the wannabe era, to which fans had enough of the same rhetoric. Despite this, however, ITZY's Mafia Crazy in Love album was served as a response to this rhetoric and narrative. The music was different in its messaging, serving as a nuanced and a much more experimental genre of music in which new styles, personas, and charisma was well panned out throughout the performances, tours, music, and their album. However, at this time, ITZY would be positioned amongst a new face of music and groups the following year. They were consistently compared and challenged by aespa, Idol, IVE, LE SSERAFIM, and New Jeans, just to name a few, to which an entourage of fan wars would ensue for unnecessary reasons and comparisons. This was also the beginning of the Yuna hate train. I believe there was a lot of criticism about Yuna being a pick-me girl. Soon after, with an immense amount of pressure for JYP to further ITZY's career, the need for new music would be apparent by fans, until JYP teased the next title track of their new song, Sneakers. The issues of this teaser ensued, as the general public were not fond of the instrumental, lyrics, and tone, and once the song came out, Sneakers was perceived as childish and included a rebrand of their girl power concept. Sneakers on their album Checkmate, however, did perform well, but not to the extent that the previous releases of ITZY did. ITZY would go on tour, and unfortunately this was the beginning of the Leah hate train, in which Leah faced an onslaught of criticism and questionings regarding the group's lack of synchronicities, and her cover of a Taylor Swift song. This led to the inevitable hiatus of Leah in September of 2023 due to anxiety and stress. In 2024, JYP would continue to set out promotions and song releases from the group and members. Group performances and cameos were done so without the inclusion of Leah, of course. Some fans were happy to see that their group were still interacting with each other. Some were disappointed that Leah was not a part of the group, which led a lot of fans to boycott the music that they were releasing at the time. And others, well, they thought their musicality and performances were better off without Leah. On October 15th of this year, ITZY released a comeback album called Gold. It features their title track, Gold, and entails a list of heavily underrated music from the group. Like, you guys are not doing your job. My personal favorite has to be their second title track, Imaginary Friends. Like, this song, guys, is so angelic, smooth, soft, and feels like a letter to fans about loss, trials, and tribulations. I will stand on the mountain and die and say that this should have been their first title track instead of Gold. Gold felt like JYP was trying to set this loud megaphone up for his fans, and it was just like, this has to be the most greatest memorable comeback, in which it felt lackluster and fell a bit flat on the ears of the fandom. I would argue that Gold had two main issues, which was that of poor marketing, lack of engagement, and JYP's inability to have confidence in the groups that they create. Imaginary Friends felt more so genuine, and it was as if ITZY was rebranding itself as a hard-hitting, somber, and alternative concept, and it's unfortunate that JYP has so much potential and talent with this group that they underutilized the prospective career that ITZY should, would, and could have had. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. All three. Suggestions. Perhaps doing more collabs with the other musicians, going back to exploring and experimenting with newfound styles and genres of music would be a good idea. Not being afraid to utilize and expand ITZY's capabilities and potential. We need to see more innovative dancing and dance breaks. I do understand that it did come out that they took out a lot of the dance break sections because it was hindering their abilities to perform on stage. But I would suggest that they do keep it in, but they shouldn't be expected to sing if they are on stage, or they don't even have to include the dance break if they are on stage. Um, but I really do miss their innovative dancing, and I miss the phase where choreography didn't have to be appealing only for TikTok. I want there to be, like the Royal Dance Academy type of choreography, because there's nothing wrong with that. Or Street Woman Fighter, but Jam Republic style. I wholeheartedly believe that ITZY would fit a flirty, fun, and boss B type of energy, whilst exploring pop, R&B, and alternative pop as well. Think of your Sabrina Carpenters, think of Destiny's Child, and Ariana Grande. I don't mind the color palette or color scheme. I will show and display a mood board of what I think ITZY's concept could be for the following years. Of course, music is not going to stay the same, but I think that there's a possibility that they can make flirtier music, like I said before. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was a really short video, probably my shortest one that I've ever made. But this was mainly just due to the fact that I wanted to talk about how underperforming ITZY is in regards to their music now compared to when they first debuted. And originally I was going to blame the concept of like bad music, but I don't think ITZY makes bad music. I think they're just not managed properly. And that is why I think that it is a good thing that they opened up their Instagram accounts. But if you guys have any marketing experience or anything that has to do with social media, etc., please leave your tips and your views of how you would help aid ITZY if, let's say, you were managing ITZY instead of JYP. I'd be really interesting to hear that from you guys, and I think it would be really cool. Once again, thank you to my sister for helping me with the script, and thank you guys so much for your engagement on my other few videos. Please follow me on Instagram, Wattpad if you'd like. I really like that you guys are enjoying my videos. I would appreciate if you liked and subscribe. I think we have about 63 subscribers now, which is really fun. But thank you guys so much. Let me know what you guys would love to see next. I do have a few videos planned, but I'm kind of getting burnt out and I don't want to get burnt out, so I might take a break for a little bit. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Bye bye.